Very good morning, friends. Today we will talk about ABC of Indian economy, and today we are going to take letter P. What I was trying to show is life is a balancing act. Sometimes that person is heavy, sometimes this person is heavy in the seesaw game. And this time in Parliament, it will be a history. Everybody is predicting. This time in Indian elections, things like that will happen, which had never happened in the history of India. That's the prediction. These elections are going to be marvelous this time. And even the kind of candidates that are going to come, they'll be very good as compared to the past. Such is the level of competition now in politics. It is very evident now. Look at UP Vidhan Sabha, look at Lok Sabha, look at Delhi Vidhan Sabha, look at AP Andhra Pradesh Assembly. You know what I mean, what I'm saying. Look at Kashmir Vidhan Sabha. Something is there. Something is in the air. These politicians, more the days of elections are approaching, and you can see them excited, doing whatever their brains are telling just to get the attention, man. Now, my dear countrymen, now it's our duty, those who understand English, to tell those who do not understand English, tell them in Hindi or your regional languages. These are job of our educated youth now, to tell people whom they should vote and whom they should not, very strictly. At times you cannot say somebody that you vote this person, maybe, but in that case, if there is somebody whom educated youth feel should not come into the politics, at least they should say, at least do not vote this person, vote anybody else but not this person. Please guide the countrymen. I am doing so, and those who are listening to me, please guide the Indian population. Sometimes person under you who is under your influence will understand. He will vote whom you say. But times it's not that easy. In that case, you can tell that person at least whom not to vote. This is also important. The coming parliament is going to be a hung assembly, hung Lok Sabha, and I predict that whoever is going to be the prime minister will not last for 5 years. It is going to be a rotating chair. Let's see. What I'm saying is, so in ABC of Indian economy, today we are going to take letter P. P for politics, P for parliament, P for pension, P for PPP, public private partnership, P for PIP, professionals in politics. So this is what we are going to talk today. Nowadays, I'm sure at least 70, if not 70, at least 60% of the Indians are sure whom they are going to vote this time. Days are gone, people are educated now. It's only 25 to 35% of the people who are still not sure, who can be manipulated by way of money, daru, alcohol at the last moment by the political parties. And the youth, educated people should come out and guide the countrymen. Please guide the countrymen, man. Talking about politics, man. Good. Whatever we see in parliament, it's shameful, no doubt. But one thing is evident. Politics in India has now become competitive. Big parties like BJP and Congress should not take people for granted. They should not think, "Arey bhai, it's not easy to make a political party. They are a very big organization. It takes decades to make a political party." My dear countrymen, the way Aam Aadmi Party formed in 1 year and won elections in Delhi, this is a message to the rest of the countrymen that they can even form a party and win elections. Message to people of Andhra Pradesh, where now a lot of dissatisfaction, frustration. I heard Kiran Reddy saying, since I'm going to resign and form a new party, they should do that. Big parties like Congress and BJP should learn the lesson that if they try to manipulate the opinion of the public for a long time, the way they did for Telangana Jan Lokpal bill, people are going to teach them a lesson. Do not take people for granted. I read in newspaper 3-4 days back, Delhi edition, I think it's Hindustan Times or Times of India, I'm not sure. It was said that corporate sector in India, big multinational companies, CEOs, MDs, the opinion is that to do business in India, why they find difficulty, and they said that for them bureaucracy is no doubt a problem, but more than bureaucracy, it is the Indian politicians whom they have to convince so much. God knows how they convince them, whether it is through pities or kukhas or God knows what. So what they meant was, it is difficult for them to make politicians happy than bureaucrats. Politicians and bureaucrats, if you combine them together, they are a big hurdle in doing business in India. Rest civil society, it's easy to handle. You please refer Hindustan Times or Times of India, published in February. Today is 20th. It was published somewhere between 8th of February to 16th or 17th of February. 8 to 17 February, Hindustan Times or Times of India. It's a very wonderful article. Politicians and bureaucrats are really big hurdle. Politicians were the top one, bureaucracy was the top second, and rest were at later stages. So what I was trying to say is, if in the coming parliament, if the government functions in a way where politicians are not the bottleneck, where there are a lot of good smart regulators, where political interference in doing business in India is least, Inspector Raj finishes, License Raj finishes, then business in India will be a wonderful thing. Now, politics, parliament. When you talk of these two things, it's very easy to talk about the same thing, about the same two topics at one go. Look at the parliament. The level of debate. My God, this is the level of debate. There is hardly any debate, and if there is any debate, because like look at interview of Rahul Gandhi. Look at the level of debate. You can understand somebody's IQ and EQ at one go. I don't want to dwell much. Look at, just go to YouTube, see the interview of Rahul Gandhi, and look at the comments, what people have commented below that. You will understand what the people of India think about Rahul Gandhi. Even I think Arnab Goswami should ask Narendra Modi to give such an interview. Its rallies are good, they attract lot many people. 50% of them are paid, 50% might be coming because so many people are coming. You can do rehearsals for rally. He does. You are prepared for what you are going to speak. But when you talk to a person like Arnab Goswami or Prabhu Chawla, Sidhi Baat, then that person can dwell into the mind of the politician. You can see. Because of doubt, the way and then the political committee commented about rupees 11, poverty level and all, I doubt. His interview must be taken. Okay, now let's come to member of parliament we are going to elect this time. People of India should elect only those who are worthy enough, whom you think if they go to the parliament they are going to discuss something worthwhile. Politics is at its lowest level. Those who believe in constructive criticism, constructive politics should only be sent to the parliament. And those who are acting smart, like Madam Speaker did not do good thing by stopping the telecast of Lok Sabha. Those who are acting smart like them, like these people, should not be sent to the parliament. Now I was trying to talk about professionals in politics. Many people do not enter politics because so far people used to fear. But why to fear, man? Even when you walk in normal life, you may be hit by a car or a terrorist or a bomb. Do something for the country, man. Don't worry, people are behind you. I was reading a newspaper today. Jaspinder Narula, great Punjabi singer, well known in Bollywood. She has joined Aam Aadmi Party. Infosys, Balakrishan. There are many now who have joined politics. This has to be the way. In the coming parliament, we want to see good debate in parliament. Coming to pension kind of things, man. Nah, I'm not against army people. They are doing great job, man. In my video, that was cost of governance, part 3. There I talked about cost of governance. Cost of governance in India is increasing day by day. Yesterday in ZTV, somebody was saying that 1 minute in parliament costs somewhere around 2 lakh something. So okay, take 2 lakhs. 1 minute in parliament, functioning of 1 minute in parliament takes around 2 lakhs. My God, just see the level. in giving pensions. P. Chidambaram in budget, 500 crores are going to go, man. And it's going to increase day by day, year by year, I mean to say. So next year this might be somewhere around, easily around 800 crores. The point I'm saying is, do not play vote bank politics. Already cost of governance is very high. Look at those who are giving taxes. Central government employees are already getting good salaries, man, after 6 pay commission. Look at those who are in private sector. In private sector, it is not easy to make black money, in the sense that whatever you get as a salary, that is what you cannot make it under the table. Whereas in any babu sitting in government office can easily do that, but in private sector it's not that easy. What P. Chidambaram has done, it was not vote on account, it was vote without accountability. By announcing such schemes like pension, now nobody, no next prime minister or political party can dare to remove pension from the army. That is already pocketed now, and it's going to be the trend. But then, my dear finance minister, you have done something wrong. You have put the next government into trouble. Now look at the consumer items, TV, fridge, mobile, this, now it's cheaper. My god, when the next prime minister or the next political party will come, they will have to do something. When the next budget is going to be there, fridge has become costly, this has become costly because they want revenue. At the time Congress will say, see, the next government has come, and now you see, things are becoming dearer now, they have become costly. Such is the smart movement. People understand, man. Very politically smart, man. Things like pension, I was mentioning was, this is a fixed cost to the government. Fixed cost in way of salaries. You should give a lot of thinking before you do that. Because once you increase the salary of somebody, now at any cost you cannot take it back. So when you increase the salary of somebody or increase the pension of somebody, please think about the rest of the countrymen, man. Central government employees just comprise 2% of the Indian workforce, man. You are making 2-3% people happy at the cost of 90-95% people, man. Does Congress party or finance minister, you do not have any responsibility for the rest of the Indians? Look at people like me who work in private sector. It's very easy, very difficult, man, to work in private sector nowadays. Your job is always at stake. You do not know whether next month you will be working or not. At times even salaries are not been paid in time. Forget paid in time, sometimes they are not paid at all. Look at Kingfisher. Working in private sector is very difficult, man. At least government people are still living a secure job. So finance minister should have given a thinking, man. Things like pension, already geriatric population, people in the age group above 65 is increasing. Now people of India live longer, longevity of life is there. So the burden of pension is going to be even larger and to a longer extent, man. Look at Japan, man. There the working young population is less and the number of pensioners are more. Just look at their economy, man. How they are struggling. One should learn lesson, man. Even my message to army people, do not think that if Congress has increased your pension, you should vote them. Think. Do not go at momentary things. Coming to Coming to public-private partnership, now the toll tax at Gurgaon, Delhi Gurgaon has been stopped. But I feel toll tax is a very bad thing. Do not charge toll tax in PPP. Look at some other method. Otherwise, PPP is a wonderful thing. I can say one thing in PPP, like I'm a doctor, so I can talk more about health sector. Government in public-private partnership should look at the fixed assets. What is fixed asset? It's land. It's the basic civil structure, like say hospital. For a private party, anybody want to set up hospital, to get a land is a big deal. It's very costly. Land use, you just can't take any land and build a hospital. Land use has to be there, permission from the government has to be there. Raising a civil structure is not a big deal. It's only the issues of land, mainly the issues of taking permission from fire department, from water, electricity connection, and so on. These are the basic hackles in setting up a hospital. So government should demarcate the land, raise the civil structure, because planning of the hospital needs a lot of introspection. So government should demarcate a land, a boundary wall, raise the civil structure, only the civil structure. Electricity connection at the entry gate, water connection at the entry gate, or okay, do the basic electric fittings, only basic electric fittings and water pipelines within the civil structure, and rest of the finishing touch should be done by the private party. Lease that building to the private party, let them buy medical equipments, let them do other things, and lease them for 10 years or 20 years. After 20 years, auction it again. So the basic structure, let the expert decide it, should be of the government. Rest movable items by the private party, like medical equipments, consumables, everything. Something like that. Such model should be adopted in rest of the sectors also. Public-private partnership is a very good deal, man. That's all, man. Politics is going to take a very ugly turn till the elections are happening, but after that, things are going to be the way we had never witnessed in the history of India. I feel till elections, politics is going to take more uglier turns. Be prepared for everything. Elections are going to be very crowdy, very loudy this time. Just plug your ears, control your impulses. Elections are going to be very competitive now. That's a good thing for the countrymen, because whenever competition crops in any of the sectors, like we saw in telecom, a lot of competition in telecom, good regulator. Then we also saw that the rates of using a mobile phone decreased. Good service. Same is going to happen in politics, man. So my dear countrymen, let's see.